Have you ever been hungry, like starving?
Oh, yes, unfortunately. I mean, I didn't experience much of that when I was younger, but like later in life, just
Yeah, what happened?
just being a musician, man, just don't know where the money's coming from all the time and don't know where the food's going to come from. And luckily I got some good people in my life that help me out like when I really need it, that shit, like they're there for me. But I'm always that kid that's like I want to shoulder my own weight every time. And so I'm not the greatest at asking for help. So like there's times where I'd just rather go hungry than ask for help.
So I'll tell you one more thing. Whenever I tell my kids this all the time, but like whenever I feel down or, stress could get to you, right?
Oh yeah.
I always think about, I have a thing in my head. I say peas and mayonnaise. I say peas and mayonnaise. And what that is there was one time when I was a kid, I was homeless. And me and a friend of mine, we called him Baker because he was from Bakersfield, California. Me and Baker found this house and we went in this house. We were, when your stomach's eating your asshole starving. And in that house, there was a can of peas and a jar of mayonnaise. And Baker took it and he put it in a pan and fried it all in a pan. And then we put it in bowls and we ate it. And it was, I tell you, to this day, it was one of the best meals that I've ever had. I remember eating it and I just remember being so happy and eating it. Yeah. So now when I get depressed, I think peas and mayonnaise. I ain't going back. I don't want to eat peas and mayonnaise again.
That's powerful.
So when you was did you just like start writing little rhymes, or like when did you start saying, "Hey, I'm pretty good at this"?
Man, when I was in high school, I was like playing guitar, singer. I would like write some songs and stuff. I always knew it. Like I wanted to do music, and then when I started writing raps, one of my friends would tell me, like I lived with this kid, and he was like super into producing and rapping, and then I was just getting into it. I was doing my thing, and then another one of my friends was like, "Yo, man, like you got a really good voice, like." You're getting pretty good. Like you're getting just as good as this kid. And that's why I was like, oh man, like, am I? Cause I was into it, man. I was doing it every day. And I just knew that if I kept doing it, I would get better. So I just kept getting better. And then I started producing, and that took over everything. And then like putting the two together was where I was like, man, this is something for sure.
Yeah. So when you say producing, you mean making beats?
Making beats. Yeah.
So like beat buzzer? Or
buzzer beaters.
Buzzer beater. I always say it backwards.
That's all right.
Buzzer beater. That's completely from scratch to you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I sampled a song called Angel. I don't know who it's by. I'll have to find out. But yeah, and then I did the drums on the second half, and I mixed and mastered the whole thing, and I recorded the whole thing. And then my buddy Av Harris, super good producer, he did the drums on the first half, like the boom bappy drums.
That's still dope. Like the reason I ask this is like when you hear it, it's like it's not like somebody who took a YouTube beat.
Yeah.
Like it's like you hear it, you're like, damn, I made that. Every single thing that I'm hearing came from my brain or me and my partner's brain.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's always been the biggest thing for me. Like the coolest thing about producing and making music for me is just sitting back after you're done being like I just made that. And I've never wanted to be one of those people that like, I've never wanted to take the YouTube beats, and I've never wanted to like use full like loops in my beats. I've always wanted to make everything from scratch. So like I sampled a song in that one, but a lot of my music, I play all the melodic instruments, play all the guitar and the piano and shit.
Just put it together?
Yeah, I just like making full songs.
Yeah. So
no matter who.
Dope.
A lot of the songs, they're only me listening to them, and that's fine with me.
They're so good. Do you do this whenever you make a song? You listen to it like 10 hours straight?
I used to do that, And it's been a conscious effort to not do that.
Yeah.
So I don't get sick of my shit. Because you get demoitis and you get stuck to it. And then eventually you just start to hate it.
Yeah, stop listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.